Actually, when I found Eternal Word Ministries, I was in a really bad place. I had been sick for a couple of years, and it was the kind of sickness where they couldn't figure out what was wrong with me. And I was going from doctor to doctor to doctor, and I even had an unnecessary surgery because they thought it was one thing, and when they went in for the surgery, it turned out not to be that. So I was right back to square one, and I had really gotten to the end of my rope as far as hope. You know, I just didn't know what to do. I had prayed, I had fasted, and it had been years and nothing had changed. And every time I went to the doctor, I got a bad report. So when I found Eternal Word Ministries, I was really hopeless. And one day I got online and the woman of God was live, and it was something about the power of God that I saw on her and what I felt while she prayed. And so from that day to this day, I've just been following her. Every single time she comes on, I get on and I get a testimony or something happens every single time I get on. So, I mean, it was life transformation. It was life transforming. And from the place I was when I found Eternal Ministry to where I am now, it's a vast difference. My whole life has changed. The funny thing is, at first, my health didn't change, but joining Eternal Word Ministry changed my outlook. It changed my perspective. And I no longer was seeking God for healing. I didn't even care if I got healed anymore. At first, my only objective was to get healed. God healed me, God healed me, God healed me, fix it, Jesus. And then it turned to, I want to know you, Jesus. I want to get closer to you, Jesus. Whether I get healed or not, I want to be closer to you. And when that happened, I just started getting better. My focus went off my healing and my focus went on God, and I just started getting better. All the reports just started getting better, and before you know it, I didn't even think about my health. Well, I did a first fruit seed, and I wasn't employed, so I started tithing. I said, woman of God, would it be okay if I tithe? And she was like, sure, you could tithe into the ministry. And I said, I don't have a job, but I want to tithe. And out of faith, I began to tithe, and I did a first fruit, and I got a job first. The next day after I sold the tithe, I got a call for an interview, and I got that job. And then when I sold my first fruit, I had a court case, and I owed a lot of money, and it was really taxing on me and, you know, causing some stress about it. But when I went to court, I was really nervous, and I sold the first fruit the day before the court day, and the judge threw out the case and cut my debt in half. So, yeah. That this is definitely a place where you will get testimonies. The woman of God and the man of God always, they hear from God. They're the real deal. It's so many different people on the internet that proclaim to be prophets and proclaim to have healing anointings and all of that, and they take advantage of a lot of people. But I would say Eternal Word is the real deal. They're not hungry for money. They have a heart for the people, and they love God. And if you come to Eternal Word Ministry, you will definitely receive testimonies. Like when my hair was falling out and I had giant bald spots in my head, and the woman of God was able to see that. Nobody knew that, not even my husband. And now my hair has grown back. And, you know, when I had a fibroid and I went to the doctor and they took the test and the fibroid wasn't there, you will experience those kind of testimonies if you connect yourself to this ministry. It's not about money. It's about love. It's family. If you come to this ministry, you will never be the same. And it's not about the woman of God or the man of God. It's about meeting Jesus. It's about an encounter with Jesus. This man of God and this woman of God will introduce you to Jesus, the real Jesus, the Jesus of miracles and wonders, the supernatural Jesus of the Bible. You will be introduced to Jesus if you come to this ministry. And you can trust them. They're not after your money. They only want to see you healed, whole, and set free. So if you want to be delivered, you want to be set free, if you want to have prosperity, if you want to have a wholeness of life, join Eternal Word Ministries.
I'm thankful. I'm thankful. I thank the Lord for the ministry. it has helped me in my prayer life. And not only has it helped me in my prayer life and increasing it, but I was refilled through this ministry. And that's been something that's been on me heavy for quite a while. And then the Lord came through. Her life has really changed in a major way. Her prayer life is wow. And the way that she goes after God is, her tenacity is like second to none. She's encouraged me in a lot of different ways, just watching her and watching her, how she was coming up through the ministry, through Eternal Word. It has caused me to step up, and I'm thankful. I'm grateful to the Lord for it.